Guys, it's Wizard Wednesday. Also, the Dexter music, like the Dexter TV show, that soundtrack makes me lock in so freaking hard. It's insane. Not on some like weirdo serial killer type shit. Just like that kind of music. Fun fact, actually, the guy who composed most of the music for Dexter is the same guy who did a lot of the music, if not all of the music, for the Dishonored video games, dude. Daniel Licht? I think it's Licht. It's like a German. Licht. Don't come after me for how I'm saying that. But it just has that like sort of Sherlock Holmesy, like industrial era kind of vibe. I don't know how to describe it. Sort of like steampunky, like crafty kind of. I don't know. But the soundtrack is fire, and I was listening to it just now. In fact, I've been listening to the same song on repeat since coming home from the gym last night, pretty much. Escalation by Daniel Licht. If you know, you know. That's like one of the main Dexter songs. Tonight's the night. Does anybody feel like... I don't know if maybe I'm just kind of a caffeine noob, but when you drink a Monster, like I just recently started drinking white Monsters, like every couple of, not every day, but like I'll have one like Monday, Wednesday, Friday kind of thing. Like sometimes I'll get them at work and stuff, And man, sometimes it's almost like it feels similar to like an alcohol buzz. Like it's like this, I don't feel energized. I feel like, whoa. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the same kind of feeling after I've had a couple of beers or something. It's weird. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but saying it out loud, it's definitely starting to sound like more of a bad thing. I've always been really caffeine tolerant my whole life. I remember being like a little 13-year-old and drinking like, I would sneak Monsters or Rockstar Energy when I would like go over to sleepovers or stuff with my friends, and they would have like, I don't know, less strict parents or whatever, and we'd like get energy drinks or something at the movie theater or whatever. And I've never felt cracked out from an energy drink before. The only time where I've like actually felt like, oh my god, am I gonna need to be taken to a hospital from caffeine was when I was working overnight at Lowe's, the hardware store. I used to be like a supply unloader when I was 20 years old. Like 19, 20 years old. I worked there. It was a very quick job. But I would work from 9 p.m. to about 5:30, 6 a.m. in the morning. And my kind of designated area was the plumbing aisle. And then sometimes I would also work in the like the very far end where they have like the lumber or like a rebar, that kind of stuff. Basically all the heavy shit. And I don't even, yeah. So there was a night, because they used to have these little vending machines in the break room, and they had Bang Energy. I used to be a huge Bang and Rain drink, all of them, honestly. I mean, it was like 2018. That was like the peak of Bang Energy and all that kind of shit. Or stuff, sorry. And I remember I had one, and it was probably like around midnight or something, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm chilling. So I had a second one like a couple hours later, and oh my gosh, I felt like I was getting lightheaded, and I was feeling like, it was freaky, dude. I actually felt kind of freaked out. That was the only time I've taken pretty like high stim pre-workouts and all that kind of stuff. Never, like, of course, like beta alanine, I feel that kind of thing. It's a completely different, like, not component, but ingredient than caffeine. It's a completely different thing. But yeah, dude, caffeine never really gets me. Both these white Monsters, it's like I'm drinking a beer. Maybe is that I don't know, is that based? Are white Monsters? Well, no, I would never say white Monsters are the new beer, because nothing can ever replace beer. I'm not even that big of a drinker, to be honest. I don't ever buy alcohol. The only time I ever have alcohol is if I'm like at some event or anything like that, and that there happens to be some kind of, I don't know, drink. Even if there's like alcohol available, though, I usually don't go for it. Well, I don't know. It depends. Like last time I went to a concert where there was like a full open bar and everything, all that kind of stuff, I didn't drink. But like the concert before that, I'm pretty sure I had like a single beer. I don't know. It's but point is, I never buy my own alcohol. I don't. That's not something that I spend my money on, and also just dietary and fitness goal wise, it's not something that's in my cards. You know. But dude, I don't know. White Monster and beer might be on a similar level. I kind of just have beer like in one giant tier, I guess. I mean, you can go deeper into that. I'm definitely not. I don't drink enough to rank alcohol or anything like that. But gosh, I'm probably gonna get demonetized if I talk about this anymore. Either way, White Monster is kind of goated. I kind of like the way it makes me feel. It's kind of in a bad way though. You know, it's like, whoa, this kind of feels dangerous, like in a very addictive kind of way. I already have an addictive personality, so it's best I probably keep that to a minimum. I've also got a funny White Monster reel idea that I want to make after I'm done shooting this video. Maybe I just got White Monster on my mind, dude. I am a White Monster myself, so I don't really know. Maybe it's just it's the theme of life I'm in. We already had the Chinese season of our lives, but now we're in the White Monster season of our lives. There's a lot to be said there about us as a society. I'm doing some dishes right now, then I gotta cook some ground beef for the rest of the week. Then I'm gonna shoot that reel that I mentioned. Then I wanna call my freaking girlfriend. And we're gonna FaceTime for a little bit before I hit the gym. I got chest and shoulders tonight. It's gonna be fucking sweet. Freaking sweet, sorry. I'm just so juiced, I can't contain the freaking swear words right now. During my 50 minutes of cardio and abs earlier today, that I do like on my lunch break and stuff, I watched the newest episode of Invincible. So good, dude. You can definitely see where the animation budget went to. Oh my gosh, like completely stark difference than the last episode. But it was awesome. It was very, very entertaining. Honestly, I'm not really one to like super be nitpicky about animation or that kind of thing. The only time where I was like really butthurt about something like that was with the newest One Punch Man season, because I fucking love One Punch Man, and I was super stoked after like almost a decade of not having. Well, no, I think it came out like a decade ago, but they had season 2 in 2019 around then, I want to say. So like 7 years. 5. Well, at the time it would have been like 6 years or so. Either way, and then they just, oh man, I'm sure this is like it's a beating a dead horse at this point, but the One Punch Man newest season 3 was just so awful. It was just the animation quality wise, and even like I don't know, could be said for the author of the series. I feel like there was like some drama going on there with like he didn't finish it or whatever. I don't honestly know the whole story. When it comes to One Punch Man, that is something I have only watched the anime for. I have not read it. So I kind of like to do both for the ones that I really, really like, but honestly, I have not done that for One Punch Man yet. I've mainly only collected JoJo's manga. So, yeah. Honestly, I don't even remember. Oh, One Punch Man Season 3? Yeah, it was bad. And then the last episode, there was like one fight scene that actually had One Punch Man in it, and the animation was kind of cool, but it was not salvageable at that point. You can't polish a turd, guys. You can't polish a freaking turd. That was so disappointing. I think halfway through season 3, I actually went back and started rewatching season 1. It was just not good. But honestly, it was a good Wednesday today. I was rather productive at work. Had a great cardio session. I did a little errand on my way home for another coworker of mine, and Fed my cat, who just said meow. Do you want to say meow but on the camera?
You want to say meow on the camera? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
You don't gotta be so winkies about it. Everyone meet Ophelia. This is my cat. That's gonna be it for today's video, though. I hope you got, yeah, honestly, white monsters are cool, but dangerously addictive and probably not the best for you. If you made it this far, comment white monster in the comments below. Okay, Ophelia, close out the video. Whee! Okay, wait, I have to actually press the end record now, so I gotta put you down and then. Good girl. Okay.